There must be something in the water, and there must be something about your daughter. She said, our love ain't nothing but a monster. My love ain't nothing but a monster with two heads.
This Thunder Bay native already has a Juno nomination and a triple platinum hit with his smash hit, Two Heads, and he just released a debut album this weekend, Summerland. Welcome, Coleman Hell, to the BT Studios. So this is cool. So the album is out officially. How do you feel?
I feel ecstatic.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been, it's kind of been probably about a year ago since I started it, so it feels really like gratifying to have it out in the world now and everyone can listen to these songs I've been kind of stowing away for
Do you get
so
a little
long.
like tired of, because you hear these songs over and over and over again, you rework them and you add this and you take that out, and like is it something you're like, okay, fine, if people can finally hear this and I can write some new stuff and get working on that?
A little bit, I think. I don't know. I think I worked on it hard to make them, you know, good enough that I don't get bored of them too soon. I still like them right now, anyways. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's fair enough. So, you know, the thing is that your life has kind of flipped, right? Two Heads was a real watershed moment for you. So can you talk a little bit about what you were doing before we heard that song?
Well, I had moved I grew up in Thunder Bay, and me and two of my friends had moved here. We'd been living in Toronto for about 5 years, and essentially just like recording music. Also, like we all had like jobs and stuff, and it was just kind of like trying to break in somewhere. And yeah, I guess there was this one fateful night where I wrote and recorded the song Two Heads, and it felt like the best thing I'd done to date. So I figured, you know, we got to release this, and it was like a matter of showing it to like radio teams, and people were saying it was too slow, it was too repetitive, and we're like, okay, well, we believe in it, so we're just gonna throw it out there, and we just put it on the internet. And then all of a sudden, like, it went viral overnight, and kind of the rest is history.
Well, and it's funny because sometimes you do have to stand up for your songs and your things that you create. Is that hard to do when you've got these people, these experienced people in a room, and they're saying, yeah, this great thing that you think that you've done, it's not so great. How do you do that?
It is kind of tough, but I think you got to just kind of stick to your guns and follow your heart, I think.
It's very Disney of you.
Yes.
So can we talk a little bit about you know, your style, because when you hear Coleman's style, it's kind of like it's electric, but you can definitely tell that there are country rock sort of roots to it. What did you grow up listening to?
I grew up listening to a lot of older music, like 70s rock and folk. I love like Bruce Springsteen and Paul Simon and Bob Dylan and Fleetwood Mac, all that kind of stuff. So I essentially tried to make an electronic version of one of those records I loved listening to when I was little. Because, I don't know, I'm very influenced by rock music, but I don't play like a guitar. I play like keyboards, and me and my friends, we make songs like on our computer. So it's like a bit different. So I kind of tried to fuse the two worlds. And
you always say it's you and your friends. I mean, your friends are your writing partners.
Yes.
But what's amazing about that is it's the guys you grew up with, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And so when did you guys even start writing? How does that happen when you're kids?
I think it was just a matter of meeting each other in our hometown, and then kind of making music for fun, and then slowly trying to take a serious stab at it. But for me, like, my kind of philosophy is to just keep it all sort of in-house. So everything I do, from like the cover of my album, that was like a photo taken by one of my friends from Thunder Bay. Like, I wrote the album with my producer friend Latch. My other friend Sean Vincent DePaul like creatively directed the whole thing. So I try to like not let anyone else kind of put their hands in anything and keep it close knit.
That's pretty cool. So when you do go back, are you kind of like a walking celebrity there now? Is it kind of different than it was?
In Thunder Bay?
Yeah.
I think so, a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah? Anybody reached out on Facebook and was like, hey man, I saw you on TV, I saw you on the radio.
That just generally happens once you get on the radio. People start You have
pretty
all
cool.
these people from your past start popping up.
Anybody
Yeah.
weird? Any weird stories?
No, not really.
No?
People are generally pretty
Not
nice.
yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. Now, I know that you're going on tour next month. Let's talk about something. You apparently, when you're away from home, there's one thing that you travel with that has to be with you.
I don't know. What is it?
Is it the picture of Elaine Benes?
Oh, okay. Well, this is actually like I always loved the like brown M&M kind of thing on the rider, so I wanted something like that, like the weird thing buried deep to make sure people read it.
Right.
So I decided to request a picture of Elaine Benes. You have to print it out or hand draw one, or I refuse to go on stage. It's just kind of like a fun joke for venues. I've been doing it for like a year now, though, so I got to switch it up.
How many hand drawn? Well, yeah, no, I just ruined it for you. I'm sorry. How many hand drawn Elaine Beneses do you get?
I have like a big box. I feel like I could do like like a art gallery. Like I could do like a opening or something and just hang all of the different ones.
There's a ton of galleries around here. You can just see it, like various Beneses from on tour. Just what city you got them in and that sort of thing. There's going to be a story behind it.
I think so.
Well, you're going to be performing a little bit later today.
Yep.
So we're excited for that. Coleman Hell, you got to stick around. Summerland is out now. Stick around again. Coleman Hell is going to be performing his latest hit, Fireproof, which we're playing all the time at Kiss 92.5, right here live on BT.
We'll be fire.